what's good, YouTube? It's your boy EBTV Sports back with another video. New episode of Undercover Truth. I know I haven't done this in a while, but usually, I just blur the screen and talk facts, but technical difficulties. So, it's kind of easy with Undercover Truth. You just talk freely. I don't want to have to put nothing together in terms of no professional video, but here I am again, bro. Lamar Jackson, man. We have a heated thing. Everybody's wondering, they have Ravens have a lot of running backs out this year. The beginning of the season, so they had to get Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, different names like that. Latavius Murray, they just got him. And like I said, it's live, bro. So I'm at the park now, but I just want to give it to y'all raw and uncut, bro. But they have Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, different guys that they signed. And like I said, Devontae Freeman. And the question is, everybody's like, they don't have J.K. Dobbins. They don't have, Justice Hill or nobody like that, or Gus Edwards. So what are they going to do? What are the Ravens going to do in terms of their running game? Everybody's joking, using the things like, Lamar Jackson, is a running back. They use jokes around that, and they said Lamar Jackson going to lead the team in yards rushed and passing yards. And, different stuff like that, why would the Ravens need any other running backs when they already have Lamar Jackson? So everybody's making jokes about it, but I'm gonna, it's funny, I guess. But we're asking, what are they gonna do without, Lamar? Without, the normal running backs, and people don't understand how football works. It was never about Gus Edwards, Hill, even J.K. Dobbins. Those were not the reasons why the Ravens running game was as it is. So therefore, by taking them out, it's really not really a bad thing. And people don't understand this. It's really, if you're a Ravens fan, there's no reason to get worried right now, because the reason why you had a running game in the first place with Hill and Dobbins and Gus Edwards was because of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson opened up the run. You think about it. Ravens rarely did straight handoffs, just straight up running play handoffs. They never really did that often. The reason why Hill, Dobbins, and Gus Edwards, Gus Bus as they call him, the reason why they did so well is because of those read options. What they would do is Lamar would snap the ball, get in the read option formation, and then in the middle of the read option, he would either hand it off or keep it. But the threat of Lamar Jackson keeping the ball was so great that it would freeze the defensive lineman and almost freeze the whole defense. The defensive lineman, it's always a defensive lineman that you have to read off, to make your decision if you're going to hand it off or keep it yourself. But Lamar Jackson's running ability is so great that not only did it freeze the defensive lineman, because you have to respect Lamar Jackson, and I'm talking to football people. So I know I'm just... If you're watching this, I don't know how you stumble upon this video. It's a lot of abstract ideas, but I hope you guys can visualize this with me. But, if you're Lamar Jackson and you say, you're doing a read option and everything, you always have a defensive lineman to your left or right that you have to look off of and to see, to make a decision. So if the defensive lineman stays still, you have to, give the ball to the running back. You have to let the running back keep it. But if the defensive lineman goes after the running back, then you get to keep it yourself. And usually, like with quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence and, Herbert, I'm just trying to name random quarterbacks, Andy Dalton, like quarterbacks like that, where, they usually, the offensive coordinators, they actually do try that type of stuff where they try to read option for him just like Lamar Jackson does. But the thing is, it never works because they don't respect Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert's running game, or anybody, Andy Dalton. They don't respect their running game enough to actually freeze and actually to actually consider that they might have kept the ball. So usually that whole read option thing doesn't really work with them, because it works when the defensive lineman freezes. So that's what they do with Lamar Jackson. When he's looking off the defensive lineman, they always freeze to see if he has the ball or if he gave it off to the running back. And not only does the defensive lineman freeze, the whole defense freezes. So when you have something like that, it really does not matter which running back you have, because when Lamar Jackson does that read option, I might try to find a picture. He does a read option. That defensive lineman, he looks at the defensive lineman. The defensive lineman goes to the running back. he gets to keep it. If the defense lineman freezes in anticipation that he might have the ball, that Lamar Jackson might have the ball, then you hand it off to the running back. But the defensive lineman always freezes with Lamar Jackson because you have to respect that run from him. You have to look at him and see if he has the ball, because that could almost be a touchdown. So when you do that, now, like I said, not only defensive lineman freezes, but the whole defense freezes. That creates a massive hole for the running back to run through. So the running back, it really doesn't matter who you have. You can have Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. You always really get the same results, don't you? You always get the same results because the hole is always wide open. Always. So people are always like, oh, man, what are we going to do, man? We don't have J.K. Dobbins or Hill. We don't have Edwards. Like I said, it would have been different if the Ravens were doing straight handoffs, like standard traditional football handoffs, like, no kind of read option, no kind of, threat of the quarterback running. That would have been different because that actually requires some skill from the running back. But when you play behind Lamar Jackson and you do that read option for him, and that defense lineman freezes, the whole defense freezes to see if he has the ball, that creates massive holes for the running back. Take a look at Lamar Jackson's game, man. The whole Ravens game. You'll see they always do that read option fake, and that defense lineman freezes, and the whole defense freezes. Both, because they're too deep. They're two ends. And that might not even be the defensive lineman. It might be the right outside linebacker. But whoever Lamar Jackson's reading, they always freeze, and they freeze on both sides to see if Lamar Jackson has the ball. So they can't focus on any running backs. They focus on Lamar, and even the whole defense does, because safeties, corners, they all look at Lamar. Does he have the ball? And when you do that, that creates massive holes for the running back. So that's why you get guys like Gus Edwards, who probably might not be that good on another team. Or you get that guy like Hill or J.K. Dobbins was pretty nice. But Lamar Jackson creates massive holes through the defense. Just massive running opportunities for the running backs. And because, like I said, the whole defense freezes when he has the ball. And that's why, the whole running game of the Ravens changed when, they had Flacco and then they went straight to Lamar. The whole running game changed because Lamar changes everything. When you have that running threat of him running, that the whole defense freezes, you have to look at that first before you focus on any running backs. So that's why you had, you watch all their games, you see wide open holes. Just a wide, you could drive a semi truck through it. And it doesn't really matter which running back you have. So Ravens fans, man, don't be worried. There's nothing to worry about, man. As long as Lamar Jackson still has the wheels, of course, I know he does. It doesn't really matter which running back you have. Like I said, no disrespect to Gus Edwards, they are solid running backs. But these guys probably wouldn't even be starting running backs on another team. I know they're good, they're solid NFL running backs, but Lamar Jackson makes them look so much better because of his running ability. So, but you listen to most people on Instagram or whatever, they don't really know football, so they say, oh, they don't got the normal running backs. Oh, but you have to look at the game, actually analyze this stuff. I might start making new NFL videos, man, new stuff like that, NBA videos, analyzing. But this is a quick little video, man. EBT Sports signing off. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do, man. But thank y'all for the support, everybody who's supporting, man. And we're gonna be dropping some new videos soon. So yeah, EBT Sports signing off.